All right, looks like we're live, or I'm live. Welcome back. Excuse me, just got done eating there. Welcome back to my live stream. It is August the 10th, 2021. Tuesday, that is. Had a pretty good day today. Met up with, for the first time, Don, W6DUO, Fred, KN6OS, and Denny, KN6, KNE. Sorry about that. It kind of spaced out there a little bit. I also was able to see Keith, WA6QXA. Really bad on call letters, as you guys know. Nothing new if you a normal guide to the stream. But anyways, met up with those guys this morning. Had like a late breakfast, early lunch down at Fullerton Airport at Wings Cafe, right there in the airport. Basically, planes pull up and they just walk on in and enjoy the food there. Really good food there. I'm looking forward to going back at some point. It might be a good place to take my daughter as well. So anyways, let's check and see if anybody's out on frequency today. Oh, maybe I wasn't ready to come on there. There we go. I'm going to slide over just a tad. Make sure I'm in the right spot here. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf monitoring 144250 upper sideband. And that click you heard was me turning on my amplifier. I did not have it on. Oh well. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf monitoring 144250 upper sideband. City of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. Anybody out there on frequency?
Copy you, Greg. This is W6DUO.
Hey, Don. Nice to talk to you. It was great meeting you two this morning.
Yeah, it was a nice get-together. I enjoyed it. And food was good, too.
Food was really good. We got to do that again sometime. And it was kind of like last minute, and maybe some more people can join us there. But great atmosphere at the restaurant. It wasn't too busy, so we can take our time eating and stuff like that. And I didn't hit traffic on the way home, which was even better.
That's excellent. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and sure like to do that again. Well, okay, my friend. Nice talking to you. You going to get the stream going tonight?
Stream is going. I just started it about 3 minutes ago. So hopefully we'll get a nice audience going on here today.
Noise just came up. I was just talking to Keith on the HF. We were trying different frequencies to see if we could talk to each other simplex. And I can hear him on two of the bands, the 17-meter band and the 6-meter band, but he was real weak. But we got up on 14 megahertz, the 20-meter band, and we could copy each other, no problem. So, HF, this is Pontiac 22.
Excellent. I got to get on there, man. I really got to start studying here. We'll see how that goes, though. But did he make any purchases, or did Keith make any purchases over at HRO? I know he was heading over there after a lunch or whatever it was, breakfast.
Yeah, he bought a 6-foot antenna or something, and something else. And I got online and ordered a 5100.
Wow, look at you.
100.
By the way, why did you get rid of your 7300s? Because of your situation there with your HRO?
No, I got the 991 Alpha because it does everything. It does everything, all bands. And I said, well, I don't need duplicate radios. And the 7300 didn't cover the UHF and VHF bands. I think it covered just up to 6 meters. So at that time, the 991 seemed to kind of be the answer.
It totally makes sense. So that's good. And I'm sure it works perfectly fine. So, and I'm hearing you right now. So, cool deal. I just wondered if there was a problem with the 7300 because I was thinking about getting.
Oh, it's a good radio. It's it's a lot of them out there. They're tried, true and tried. So, yeah, it's a good radio.
Cool deal. Maybe I'll get one here in the next couple months and mess around on 10 meter if it's open. I've heard it's open every once in a while. Maybe the solar cycle will be in again in a couple months or so.
Yeah, I'm on FT8 now, and 17 meters. I got Dominican Republic. I got Puerto Rico. A lot of those stations are coming in. A V3, a JF1. So quite a bit on 17 meters. The 20, of course, is always open on FT8. It was, in fact, I talked to a guy down in, I've been talking to a guy in Puerto Rico. So you get some pretty good stations throwing on the screen.
That would be great to hit, man. I would like to hit all the continents. I've hit them all in 10 meters, but Antarctica, which is, I don't think they're on all the time. I don't think they use 10 meters on their ham radio down there in their base or whatever they use the ham radio on.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but Fiji, I've worked Fiji 2 or 3 times. He's no problem to work, so that's a good time. There's Japan coming in now, CQ. He's a -20. There's one a -20. So probably could work those -20s. That's supposedly is 20 dB below the noise level. I don't think that's actually true. And Japan is no problem. This is 17 meters.
Man, that would be a lot of fun. Love to work those guys on there right now. Maybe eventually.
Yeah, on that test, Greg, they got guys over here in Cerritos that, they have that class. And what they do, they just drill those answers in you over and over and over and over without too much explanation. You go through those questions enough, you answer them from memory. You don't need to know the theory. So probably if you just sit down and take those tests online over and over, probably in a week's time you'd be ready for your general exam.
Yeah, I got up to like 50% right, so I'm not too far away. But my problem is I just can't get into it. I got to focus a little more on it. I will. I don't know what my deal is.
Like me, talking about CW. I'd like to get into CW with a special deploy 705. Get out on the patio with 10 watts and tap out some CQs. You can do that on the CW because people listen to that, but I just can't get into it. Exactly what you said. Ward and I both are thinking about getting our CW skills up, but we're still talking about it, thinking about it, or whatever.
Where do they have the classes at? You said Cerritos, you said?
They have before the pandemic, they were having regular classes over there. And a lot of those guys that had no electronics background come out with extra class license.
That's very encouraging for me because I'm really bad at that sort of stuff.
Well, yeah, I was researching the books you can get to study for your exam. There's one book that goes into the theory a little bit. Maybe that's the ARRL book, and the other book just just goes through the questions, just giving you the question and then the answer is question, the answer. It's really what you want to do. I like theory myself because I do have electronic background, but some people without that electronic background, they just kind of memorize the answers to the questions.
Yeah, I'm probably going to take the latter. Just memorize the answers, and I'll just kind of learn as I go what I need. I'm not planning on building any amplifiers or radios or anything like that. So I'm more interested in making contacts more than anything. I might be interested in making antennas or something, but that's probably about it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to look into that there.
Yeah, I just called a Japanese station. He happened to be a stronger station. He's a -6. And let me see if I get an answer here.
I heard another station in there. Go ahead. Yeah, he went. It went to static basically. I heard someone talking in there, but I lost him there for a second.
Remember how old I am, Ron? That's been many years ago.
For those of you watching on the stream, if you notice some audio breaking up, I got to reset my processor. It's going into my USB interface to my computer, so you'll lose audio here for about 15 seconds. I apologize.
Yeah, same here. A peak or something between you and Greg. Now, you must be coming through a pass or something. You coming in, you're always pretty... How does that signal get here, Ron? Going the other way and coming around. Yeah, that's probably safer. Doing good. Too bad you're not closer. We had a nice lunch together over at the Fulton Airport today. It was Greg, Pete, Fred, and myself, and Benny, the pilot. We had a good lunch over there today. Are you heating okay? Yeah, I think Greg had some kind of surgery too, or something like that. It's no fun. Before you go, did you get any rain or thunder today? I think today might be your last chance. They said it was going to gradually move out. So, okay, Ron, talk later. Nice talking to you at W6DUO.
And hello, everybody watching on the stream tonight. It is tonight now. It's 6:30. Having some audio problems tonight. You guys hear an audio going in and out. My processor did not wake up very good. So I'm just working on that. I've tried to bypass it to here temporarily. It's now back in line. We should be good to go for the rest of the night. We'll see how it goes. This is Greg, K6EGG. Thank you for watching. It looks like Tony's out there, or Anthony's out there watching. Looks like it might be a quiet night here on Frequency. I was hoping more people would be out. It's nice to hear Don out there. Unfortunately, I cannot hear Ron out there. Sometimes it's difficult to hear him where he's located. He's out in just east of Temecula. Sometimes the guys can hear him, and I can't hear him. So very strange stuff. But let's get back to it here on the great K6EGG live stream. Sorry for everybody watching the stream. I'm just watching some videos on my other computer here, since there's not too many people on frequency right now. But so I'm getting text too. So get back to it. Like that motorcycle rally up in is it South Dakota? Not sure. North Dakota, maybe? Sturgis? Super spreader. Although there's super spreaders every night at ballparks, so I guess this isn't really much of one.
W6MDA, AJ60. You are loud and clear there, Mike. Okay, well, I know that your station is in your garage. I can just barely tell that you're in a pretty big open area, but not bad at all. Try to boost your mic gain up to about 70% and I'll see how that sounds. Yeah, let's try to make your mic gain down to about 60 and turn the compressor down to number 3. Okay, and I don't know what screen you use when you're monitoring, when you're talking. I like to use the meter screen where you press menu, then you press meter, and then you can actually see your SWR, your compression, your ALC, and how much current the transistors are putting out for the power, and your SWR. So I see my compression goes up, so it usually goes between 5 and 10 when I'm talking. Okay, yeah, I like to run my microphone a little hot. Plus, I talk kind of loud when I talk into microphones. I probably shouldn't do that, but I think maybe in my mind I might think, well, people might hear me better if I talk a little bit louder. So on my ALC, it goes almost all the way over to the end of the red line. Not quite, but almost. And my compression, depending how close I get to the microphone, it's usually about between a 3 and a 5, but sometimes it goes up to a 10. So I use that to tell if I'm kind of overdriving my microphone. I know there's a preamp on the bottom of that microphone, right? Okay, let's see. I'm trying to remember what they recommend. Normally when you set the mic gain, if you have a microphone that has a built-in preamp, you turn off your compressor and you just put the microphone about 50%, and then you go to this meter screen and you talk into it and just keep turning up the mic gain on the bottom of the microphone until you get a good ALC where it goes almost all the way over. And once you get that, then you stop. Then you can go back and kind of mess with the mic gain, maybe crank it up a little bit more, and then maybe turn the compressor on a little bit more. The thing is about the compressor is that the higher you put it, the more noise people are going to hear in the background when you're talking. And so that's one of the reasons why I leave mine on 3. I mean, I used to leave it on 5, but even in I use headphones when I'm talking, so if I key down my microphone without saying anything, if I have my compressor on 5, I can actually hear the background noise of the room that I'm in. So even on 3, if I don't say anything, even right now I can just barely hear. I do have like 3 fans going on in my background. I can hear it in my headphones, and so I try to not use too much compression there. Mike, go ahead.
What we're listening to right now, it sounds like Curtis AJ60. I don't know who he's talking to. I think it might be someone out in the high desert because I can't hear him very well. I think it might be Mike, the W6MDA, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out here in just a moment when I can pop in here and say hi.
Well, thank you. With the radios that you buy nowadays, there's nothing you can really do as a ham radio operator except for put a bigger antenna up and a different microphone. So that's the only 2 things that we can really do because it's too complicated to take apart and work on your own radio. At least I'm not smart enough to do that. So yeah, there's a guy that's on this frequency pretty much every night. I think you've already talked to him, Greg, K6EGG. He's the one that runs the live streaming. He uses a Electro Voice RE20, which is made specifically just for doing radio broadcast, and his audio sounds the best I ever heard. And so when I heard that, I figured, you know what, I want one of those, but I didn't want to spend the money for an RE20, so I got the next model down. It's called the RE320. It's about $100 cheaper, so that's what I'm using. Well, you probably... Oh, I'm hearing some... hang on. I just turned on his live stream. I got to turn the audio down. Oh, there we go.
Turn it down.
Well, he's online right now, so you can let him say a few words and see how strong he's coming into you right now. Usually, as it gets darker in the night, usually his signal goes up, at least for my location. Why, he's the voice of Chino, 2 miles from the Chino airport.
You guys see the light go dim? I took a power hit here.
Yes, he is, so give him a ring ding. Yeah, he's giving me the hand sign. He's not copying you right now, Mike. Probably as the night goes on, usually the band gets better. And I have 3 different antennas I switch back and forth until I find one that works the best. And then even doing that, as it gets lower, as the night goes on, I switch from different antennas. Yeah, he's got you down, marked down. Anyway, I'm not even coming in very good down there either. I'm looking at the S meter, and like the S1 or something. So maybe tonight it might get a little bit better there for you, Mike. Okay, that sounds good, Mike. I tell you what I'll do. I have your email address, so I will go through the menu on here, and I'll write down what settings I have set on mine, and I'll email it to you, and then you can go through and see if you can make any changes, and maybe it'll work. I don't know. So, anyway, my son is on his way home from Yoba, Linda, so I have a frequency that I talk to him on Simplex as he comes home. He's probably wondering where I am, so I'm going to go see if I can make contact with him. So talk to you later, my friend Mike, 73s, and you're 20 over to me, so it'll make you feel good. W6MDA AJ60.
That was Curtis, AJ60 out there in the high desert talking to Mike, W6MDA. Unfortunately, I could not hear Mike. Those two are probably, I think they're like 9 miles away from each other, so not too far away. Not too many people on frequency here tonight. It was nice to hear Curtis a little earlier than normal. I think he's going to go jump down to another simplex frequency on either D-Star. I think he actually does Fusion or something. I'm not 100% sure. But he talks to his son driving back up the hill up to the high desert. So once again, not a lot of action here tonight. We'll see if we'll get some more people going on a little bit later. I think Keith is on HF right now. I'm guessing because he was pretty excited about making a bunch of contacts, which he should be. And I wish I was with him. If I get my general, I'll definitely be streaming some contacts making I would make around the world via HF, not just UHF. So let's get back to the radio and see if anybody's on frequency here on 144.25. Was it 250? Yeah, 250. It's been a long day. I woke up early for me.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf monitoring 144.250 upper sideband, City of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport.
right, everybody. I am going to keep the stream going. Probably for at least the rest of the evening, for at least another 2 more hours. But I'm going to step away since doesn't seem like there's anybody on frequency tonight, which bums me out. I did talk to Don, W6DUO, and it was great to meet him along with Denny, KN6KNE. Man, I always get the call letters confused. Yes, I got it right. And Fred, and I'm spacing it. I'm so bad on call letters. Fred and KN6OS also was able to chat with Keith again, which I met up with him a couple times. We've ate at 3 different airport cafes in the last 5 weeks, so kind of funny. But we're talking about going to another one possibly in Corona, or I might meet up, see if I can get Eric and Curtis. I'll meet up with them in a high desert somewhere up their way, so they don't have to drive down the hill. Although Eric's going to have to drive down the hill regardless. Anyways, I'm going to keep the stream going. I'm just going to keep the screen on with the audio from the radio, and I'll be monitoring here and there, and I'll probably be back on once I hear somebody on frequency. Let me do something here. So if I hear somebody on frequency, I'll pop back in and try to get some conversation going here on the frequency. I know Keith is probably messing with a little bit of his HF setup, so I might have to go get myself a 7300, but hopefully going to try to last to the end of the year or beginning of next year. Maybe it'd be a Christmas gift to myself if I get my general. I might get it before and just so I can monitor a little bit. But anyways, I'm going to go back to the radio screen here and enjoy. I'll be back here. I'll be monitoring. I'll be back here shortly here. This is Greg, K6EGG.
WA6QXA, Long Beach, California, this team.
Yeah.
Go again? K6EGG, copy. K6EGG, Whiskey Alpha 6, Quebec X-Ray Alpha. Who goes there? Hey, what's your call, Mr. CB? K6EGG, K6EGG, WA6QXA calling. How about AJ60, Curtis, you out there? AJ60, Whiskey Alpha 6, Quebec X-Ray Alpha, keep.
Yeah, they were all out here just about, 5 minutes ago.
They heard me coming around. They like split, huh?
I don't know. Curtis went to talk to his son who was driving home in his car, so he's on FM, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he does that nightly. I guess his son drives all the way from down here all the way up to the hill every day from work.
What a pain.
Yeah, I think it's like almost like a 2-hour drive or something. Boy, that's a lot of time.
And all the time in the car.
Yeah, think about it. Like that's to and from. That's a good 4-hour commute.
Well, did you straighten that antenna out?
I haven't got a chance to do anything like that today, but Fred gave me this thing. What is it called? Hang on a second. Well, I mean, he loaned it to me. He didn't give it to me. We had breakfast together. Too bad that you weren't a part of that. But it's called a MFJ Mobile Antenna Matcher. MFJ 910, I guess is the model. And it's supposed to help the impedance. It's got like 5 different settings, and it's supposed to help the impedance. But I tried it. It didn't work at all.
Well, I don't know what that is. I don't know talking about that. That's not going to touch the situation. You have to get the antenna set up right and get it away from metal.
Yeah, I haven't gone on top of the roof to be able to do it today, but it's a project I'm looking into. At least 20 meters was working on. I've been able to communicate a lot on 20 meters.
You're losing a lot of RF going right into that map. You get ready to get the map anywhere
Meaning it's screwing up with the SWR. It's doing both that and losing power. Okay, well that's good to know. The one thing that's kind of interesting, maybe I already told you this, I'm going east to west, which I understand those things travel north to south, the pathway, just the opposite. But I'm getting out to the East Coast pretty well on 20 meters.
Well, that doesn't mean you might have a good SWR and all of that, but a lot of your people is that map grounded on television?
No.
Well, it's doing a signal. It'll work on something, but it's not right. Why did you check your impedance on that antenna and just put it up? What's the impedance for?
I didn't check impedance. I checked SWR with my antenna analyzer at different frequencies, but impedance?
Well, why did you get the impedance from the NFJ thing? What did you get that from?
red tells me it's kind of like it's an antenna impedance switcher, which has different adjustments that helps get your antenna in tune if it's like not tuning well. But it didn't work at all.
No, not with impedance. So you're talking about it's a master. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly, A, B, C, D, E, F. Yeah, he referred to it as impedance. That's the wrong term.
Yeah. So no, that's a little matching device from Mobile, and it's supposed to work with your automatic antenna tuner. But the antenna's got to be set up right. That's all it is.
Okay. Well, I thought I'd try it out. Didn't work. Yeah. And the antenna tuner's not working at all right now. Dave and I gotta get together because it's not even turning on. Yeah, we'll get it. One step at a time. But at least I've been getting to get my feet wet on some of the bands, and 20 meters has been doing okay.
Whatever, as long as you're happy, just get it away from the motor, switch it out and say as high as you can, everything in the middle and on the right.
Okay, yeah, roger on that one.
You wanted to, away from the middle of or speed. They check it and see how many antennas in the speed. You know it, but the antenna when you see it's wet and moisture and it's not in the rain, you get all that leakage and it's just
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I got to figure something out for that long leg so I can get rid of the bend. Right, but you got to have something to connect it to. You know what I mean? There's some vents out there, but I don't want to. There's just not a lot of options. I'm looking more towards trying to put something on top of one of those vents. Say again? If I put it on one of those vents. It's actually just a circular vent that's maybe not even a foot tall, and I can put a pipe on there or fiberglass mask or whatever on top of it, I think, and mount it there and do what I might need to do.
that would work. No problem. Probably better off than fiberglass.
Tony just wrote me, texted me, wow, East Coast, I rarely hear East Coast. What is that antenna you have? Again, I don't know if we're live streaming or what, but he's hearing the conversation apparently.
Alright, let me get back to what I'm doing.
Yes, we are live streaming. Actually, I probably should say that on the radio, but I don't want to key over Alex there.
All right, well,
N6JJI.
This will be WA6QXA. Keys clear.
Comment?
Go, comment.
Yes, we are streaming.
Okay, hey, man, you're kind of faint. This is Greg, right?
Yeah, I didn't have my amplifier on. I was only running about 45 watts. Yeah.
Can you hear me okay? I don't have mine on either.
Yeah, you're fine. I hear you fine. You're coming in by S3 right now.
I don't know about you. For me, at least the sound level's, nice and quiet.
It'll work, and it was great seeing you again. Our third airport cafe in about 5 weeks, and meeting Fred, Don, and Denny as well.
So those three you have never met before, is that right?
That is correct.
All right, well, very cool. Yeah, well, you got to meet three new people. I knew them all from other events, whatever, so old hat for me, I guess.
Yeah, we got to try something like that again. I was thinking about, and you can join me, maybe meeting up with Curtis if he's interested, and maybe Eric will drive down the hill, go up to High Desert or something, so he doesn't have to drive too far. But I know you go back to school shortly, so the timing might be a little bad for you.
Yeah, I start Monday. Here's an idea, if you don't mind waiting.
That could be a possibility. My weekends, I don't know what I'm going to be working. I normally work weekends. I'm hoping I'm going to be working weekends. But yeah, that definitely we could probably figure something out. As of right now, it looks like the first 10 days of actually, that's not true. Like starting from the 5th to like the 14th, I think I'm going to be on the road for about a week and a half.
Where you guys, do you know where you'll be traveling yet, or that doesn't come up yet?
I won't know till probably maybe a day before I leave. It's probably going to be like San Francisco. I don't think the Dodgers are going to make the playoffs. They might. Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets, which I'm hoping it's not. But worst case scenario will be between here and New York.
So if and when you go on the road, you go from one spot to the next, you go one spot, you come home, then you go out again. How does that work?
No, I'll be bouncing around before I come home. I'll take at least 2 trips before I make it back home.
Okay, roger that. Cool. Well, I know that you're kind of looking forward to maybe go on the road for a short trip.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. It'd be good to see some people that I haven't seen for a while, and get on an airplane, which I haven't done for a little bit, for over a year now. It seems like this is the longest I haven't been on a plane since I had started traveling. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Very cool. Yeah, I ended up buying one of those 8-foot antennas. I went to HRO.
Attaboy. I almost got out the freeway. I was this close to getting out the freeway and surprising you walking in there. I was going to joke around with you and say, yeah, I'm going to buy my 7300, but I wanted to get home. I wanted to do a Costco run, which they didn't have the meat I wanted.
That's a bummer. I don't even know if they had one. They sure didn't have one on display.
It says on their website they have them in stock, but I doubt it.
Well, they're not putting hardly anything on display because they probably are just so low-handed. They want to just keep them in the box.
Yeah, I want to kind of play with it a little bit too. I know when I bought my 9700, they did not have a 9700 on display, but I saw a 7300, I think, on display. So I didn't really get to play with it because I wasn't interested in that radio at that time. But now I am. Maybe I'll just do some listening and get it.
Yeah, it was like interesting talking to Don that he had when he sold it. I guess he sold it for only like $75 less than what you could get them new for, so he did pretty well on that.
Yeah, I just recently sold some stuff on eBay, and I got way more than I thought I was going to get. Stuff seems to be in hot commodity as far as sellers versus buyers. So I'm going to try to get rid of some other stuff here, see if anybody will be interested in taking some stuff.
Well, hopefully it's going into the ham kitty.
It might. Some of its stuff is not ham, but I can definitely probably use the money for that sort of stuff.
Yeah, sell the bicycle, put it in the ham kitty, whatever it takes.
Actually, I wanted to get an electric bike. That was one of my things I really wanted to get, but I don't think I am at this point.
Yeah, how much exercise will you actually get off of it,
I'll kind of use it for tooling around at work. I can go and charge my car, and then I can ride back into work, because I know at Anaheim Stadium there's no chargers, so I park about a mile away and then usually a walk back, and then so it's a little bit of a walk.
Don't you have that little folding bike? Sounds like that'd be perfect for a mile walk.
I do, but it seems like if I leave my bike out there, people decide to use it. That's one of the reasons why I'm holding off on buying an electric bike. People like, oh, I'm just going to go use this to go across the street and get a coffee. It's like, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know where you even park it, but you got to, lock it up.
And that's not even safe these days.
No, it's not.
I remember when I was a kid, man, we used to sleep with the front door open. We had a screen. The front door open to get the breeze in. Didn't even bother locking the doors. We would go, I'd pedal to school, elementary school. We have a bike rack. Nobody locked their bikes back then.
Not so much anymore, man. I see bikes like locked up, and then I'll walk by and like the tires will be gone on them later, or the tire will just be in the lock, and the body will be gone. So it's kind of sad.
Yeah, you know, I pedal my beach cruiser bike around, and I'll lock it up if I have to go, if I go to the store or something like that. But I at least put the thing in the frame, you know. So if they steal the wheel, it's not good, but it's not that bad. But you steal the whole bike and only leave the tire. Yeah, that's really bad.
K6EGG.
Hey Gabe, WA6QXA Keith here, and Greg's out there too. K6EGG.
All right, very good. I thought I'd jump in here. Just came upstairs to the shack. Hey, you know, today I was at HRO, and I was looking at that 2-meter antenna, that 285 or 265, and they had the 625 right next to it. I looked at the two of them, and they're identical. They're identical antennas except for the markings. And they're saying one is a 5/8 wave, the other is a quarter wave. So you know, you ought to try, see if you work 6 meters on that in your car there, Keith, K6EGG.
I was there today also. What time were you there?
Probably about around 1:30, I think, sometime around there, 1:30, something like that.
Are you kidding me? You and I must have just missed each other. You know, we went to that lunch thing, and when I talked to you today, I had just gotten home from HRO.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I was in there with my wife. Did you see a guy with a woman there talking to that front desk?
Nope, not at all. I'm trying to remember if there was even any customers in there at the time. There was one guy who was like ahead of me. He was like, kind of had a cowboy hat on, stuff like that, a thin guy, and then it was just me.
You know, I might have seen that guy with the cowboy hat, but I left, we left as soon as he came in, like a minute after he came in, something like that.
Oh, so we just crisscrossed paths by just a few minutes, evidently. You left before I got in there.
Yeah, pretty weird, pretty weird. But anyway, so, yeah, I just thought I'd pass that on. You know, you ought to try that sometime. You just got to hook up your antenna to the other connector, other antenna connector, because, yeah, the 2 meters and 440 comes out differently on the 7100 than HF and 6 meters.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that a shot. I did buy an antenna, about one of those 8-foot mobile 2-meter antennas, that one like Fred has.
That's just the whip, right?
Yeah, it's 6.5 dB gain, though.
Oh, that's getting pretty serious. Gosh. Yeah, that ought to work real good.
Yeah, my intent is like have that for school. You know, I've been putting like a mobile antenna on my roof, on the corrugated steel roof, and that 8-footer will probably do a pretty good job for me.
Yeah, you know, some of those mobile antennas, if you look in the notes, they say that they need a ground plane, so I hope that one doesn't need a ground plane.
Man, I got the major ground plane. I got corrugated steel roof.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was, yeah, that's true. If it's corrugated steel, yeah, that with that magnetic thing, yeah, it'll work okay. But you might even get better performance if you like take like one of those alligator leads and just you know, clip the base of the antenna to the roof. It might help quite a bit.
Yeah, I do that too. I run that like an extra wire like that too. And yeah, I've done pretty well with that with a magnet mount, which is my smaller antenna. So I make just to try this 8-footer.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll work better. It should. It's worth a shot anyway. All
Fred. Yeah, it's too bad we missed each other. Yeah, that would have been. But how would we have known? That's right. How I have seen you. That's right. Okay. If I heard you giving your call sign, QXA is kind of a hard thing not to catch.
That's right. It's kind of a strange one, isn't it? People when I'm talking, on HF, I have to tell them 2 or 3 times on that one.
Yeah. Hey, so with that New Hampshire contact on 2 meters, right? So I sent the guy a QSL card, and he sent me a QSL card back. So I sent an email out to the ARRL because there is a column in QST called The World Above 50 Megahertz. And they talk about, sporadic E and, this contact on 6, this contact on 220, this contact on 2 meters. So I sent an email to the guy who writes that column, and I basically just said, hey, are you aware of this, that this thing happened? Because if it's real, it probably would be appropriate to mention it in the column. So, and I sent him a picture of the QSL card, too. So we'll see if we can, hopefully we'll get back to you in the next couple of days. We'll see what happens.
Okay, that's interesting. Very cool.
Well, I'm not going to, I hate to have...
Hey, anybody new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 200 subscribers before the end of August. So we're getting pretty close. We're only 3 away. On frequency right now is Gabe. On frequency right now is Keith, WA6QXA, and Gabe, K6EGG, all from Southern California here locally. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Getting so close. We're this close. Then my next goal is 500 by the end of the year, which I doubt I'll get, but you never know.
So that's, the way it's worked for as long as I've been doing it anyway.
So is QSL cards still pretty popular these days, or are they doing it more, electronic?
Well, the electronic methodology is very popular now. In fact, on the logging program I've got, when a station is spotted, it'll say if that station accepts logbook of the world. So I'd probably say that most of the stuff is electronic now. It's just so much cheaper and faster. But there's still some. I got a boatload of QSL cards.
This is Huntington Beach Pier at Sunset here in Southern California. I don't think I've ever seen this view.
I'd say that right now.
It's great, K6EGG.
My QSL verifications, more than half of them, way more, maybe even 3/4 of them are electronic.
Okay, yeah. I was just looking today about should I make some QSL cards, so I went online. Some of those companies, they want $1 a piece for a QSL card. Like, I'm not paying that.
Oh, no, you can pick up, I think I picked up 100 for $20 or something like that, or $30, something like that. Also, I'll send you a link to where I got them from, but some of the places are really reasonable. I mean, if you want a fancy one with a picture and all that other good stuff, yeah. But $1 a card is just way too much.
Sorry about that. I had a quick phone call. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Yeah, I'd like to see that. And maybe get some made up just for the people. Somebody sent me one. They were doing an event. One of those not a soda event, but one of those bigger events. And we spoke. And they sent me one. And they were wanting one back. Well, I don't even have any.
All right. I'll try and get that link out to you. On those QSL cards. They also have it set up where you can print them yourself, but then you got to get the software, and then you got to get the right type of card stock and all that stuff. It's a pain. But if you just get yourself a QSL card. I'll send you a picture of what mine looks like and all that stuff. And it's not that hard. I mean, it takes a little bit of work to make it get right, but it's fun. It's good to have them.
Yeah, when I was looking at it, I went to a couple of sites. I just wanted something where it's already got this predetermined picture or design that I can just say, I like that one right there, and then put my information on it. I don't want to go from scratch, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, they got those. There's a style you can pick. I'll send you something tonight, and it should be fairly easy.
Okay, cool. Just at your convenience, no problem. Hey, Greg, take it over. Yeah, you almost missed me too. I was about ready to go to HRL as well, but I decided not to get off the freeway. Kind of a small world.
Well, it's amazing, when there's only one store to buy soft drinks in town, and you like soft drinks, you tend to meet people there who like soft drinks.
Yep, and that you drink soft drinks together with, so go figure that, huh?
Yeah, really. Yeah, they still didn't have, it looked like their showroom had a few more radios in it, but it was better than the last time I was in there, but they still are short a bunch of radios.
Did they have any 7300s out there?
Yeah, they did. There was a 7300 on display. That's right. I asked my wife, I said, does that radio look familiar? She goes, oh, that's the one you got. And I go, no, it's the sister of the radio. But yeah, they had one on display there.
Cool deal. Maybe I'll go up there next week. I'm going to be in Anaheim pretty much starting on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Pretty much 2 weeks straight, so I might stop by on my lunch or something, check that out. I'm only a couple miles away, so I'd love to play with that radio a little bit. Maybe get my juices a little wet for it.
Yeah, if you decide to pull the trigger on that, I'm sure they'll ship it for free.
And I'll be right back. I'm going to put my daughter, say goodnight to my daughter here in her bedroom. She's looking at the camera on the stream right now. I don't know if you're watching, but I want to say goodnight to her.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah, I don't blame you, Greg. You can go and make sure you put your daughter to bed. You got to do your fatherly duties. There's that about it. Ham radio is a hobby.
Yes, it is. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I want to try to get her on camera again here.
Dad, I talked to Mommy.
You did? All right, Gabe. I'll be back in a few. This is Greg, K6EGG.
So, Gabe, I don't even think, they don't have any antennas yet, so you can't even, try them out, can you?
Well, antennas, trying them out, what are you talking about?
All their antennas are down at HRO, so I don't think you can actually, on the display, I don't think any of them are hooked up to antennas as far as I know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They still don't have their antennas on the roof, so you can play with the radios, but, that'd be, especially with HF, you're not going to see anything much. I was looking at
my wife making a very special appearance on the stream tonight. That's Mommy, right?
Now you see now.
Yeah. I have the color balance all off, though.
The 440 machine was not.
Okay, you can shut her off.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, none of them, they took all the antennas down, blah, blah, blah. Supposedly,
Alrighty.
I mean, the story just goes on, they're kind of the roof re-roofed, whatever, then air conditioning, blah, blah, blah. But, man, they've been without their antennas for months.
Yeah, I know. I used to drive down the Euclid, and I just would drive towards the antennas. Now I actually have to look at the name of the store in order to know where I'm going. Hey, did you ever get that antenna tuner worked out with that 991?
Yeah, exactly, on the antennas. Antenna tuner with the 991. Oh, no. The one that I got used, it's not firing up. So one of the things I did at HRO was I was going to get another cable, and they showed me the cable. It's the exact same one I already had, so I didn't bother buying it. So in my view, there's just something wrong with this antenna tuner.
That's too bad. I guess you'll have to bring it back or get another one or whatever. But yeah, it's a shame when something like that happens.
Yeah, well, I got it used from Dave, but he's got another one. He's gonna take care of me. I'm not worried.
All right, sounds good. Alrighty, well, that's about all the excitement I've had today. I'm building this, what do you call it, a cable for my car. And, I've got this, 90-degree angle SO239 mount, with that, you crimp RG58 to it. So I decided to go with the LMR 200 because that has the least loss. So I went down and I said, hey, give me 10 feet of LMR 200. And the guy says, we only got 3 feet in the back. And I go, 3 feet? I mean, he goes, yeah, if we have more than one, it shows that the website shows we have a lot of it. But if it's one or less, it doesn't really give you any indication. So they only have 3 feet of that darn stuff there. So I'm getting a shipment from San Diego for that LMR 200.
Yeah, it's a little bit slim pickings in there. Hey, I had a situation today before I talked to you earlier today, when I was mobiling, that I was talking on your D-Star, and there was 2 gentlemen that were talking like in the Napa Valley. So after they finished, I got to talk to them. But the weird thing is that I was talking, and then something happened where somebody seemed like they got on the thing too and started switching maybe like the repeater while I'm talking to these guys. Is that a possibility? Is it like going beep, 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 and making these beeping noises?
Well, there's a possibility. What time was that?
That was right before I talked to you today. I was talking to them, then you came in a few minutes later. You and I spoke right after I hung up with those guys. So that must have been, I don't know, 2-ish?
Because I'm looking at the dashboard for the repeater right now, and it doesn't look like anybody locally was doing anything. It could have been something that was happening to the repeater, or that somebody was doing something, somewhere else. But what type of beeps did you hear? Because, can you give me a little more info on that?
They were kind of like some high-pitched beeps. Then during that same amount of time, it's almost like there was like 2 different conversations going on at once. Like I was having a conversation with this guy, and somebody else was having another conversation with somebody else or something. It was pretty different. I never experienced that before on D-Star.
Somebody could have had their radio set up wrong. Like sometimes you'll hear a one-sided QSO, and that's because one guy's got his radio set up to go to the reflector, and the other guy's got his radio set up just to go to the repeater. So something like that could happen. I'm not. It wasn't anything that was happening on the repeater side. Because I see you were there about 2 o'clock, it looks like. And, it was just the guys who have been on there lately, it was just been me and you. So, I don't have a definitive answer for you. Back over to you.
Okay, so nobody from let's say that's not hitting your repeater can switch things up on your end, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look that way. If somebody is changing reflectors or asking for information or something like that, you'll hear the repeater. Say, are you talking about the acknowledgement beep? Were you hearing a weird acknowledgement beep, like beep, boop, something like that?
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but if you ever experience that again, try and remember what the sequence of the beeps were a little bit. Anyway, back over to you. This is K6EGG.
WA6QXA. Now, those two gentlemen, I'm kind of wondering if if you've talked to those guys. They're up in the Napa Valley. One guy's name was Jim, an older guy, and then the other guy's name was, I think, Dave. Any of those ring a bell?
Ding dong.
Yeah, Dave, WW6DCL. Yeah, I've talked with him several times.
Yeah, he was mobiling up that way, and then he was talking to this guy named Jim, and so Jim, he and I got talking afterwards. He must be in his 80s because he says he has a son named Keith at 63 years old.
Jeez, that's wow. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Icom IC-9700.
Yeah, I'm just looking here to see Jim. I see a WO-NWA, W0-NWA. Was that Jim like N6JM or something like that?
I think it was Jim or John, one or the other. Sorry, man, I can't remember.
Johnson.
Well, you guys are booming in up here tonight.
Yeah, there's a John, K6EGG. He's down in southern Orange County. He may even talk to that guy, but who knows? Anyway, so hopefully, if that ever happens again, just let me know, and see if you can remember what happened.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the guy was in Napa though, so maybe it was Jim, maybe it was John. I can't remember. There might be somebody else out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I tried to get in there, but I was just saying you guys are coming in good in Sugarloaf tonight.
Yeah.
W6GLA.
For breakfast today, we were out there.
Somebody forgot to tell me where at the airport when for sure. They didn't let me. Oh, I think forgot.
W6GLA is trying to get in.
I don't know. Some phantom. He told me to tell me the location. Otherwise, I would have had to drive around the airport looking for I don't know what.
Yeah, it's just this place it's right down the airport. It's called Wings. So, yeah, it was a good time. So let me think. There was Fred, there was Don, there was Greg, Denny, and myself. We had a spot for you.
Too bad the person who was going to tell me where to go didn't. That would have had a lot of fun.
Man, I have to get on Fred for that off.
Whoever it is, get on him.
Anyway, I went to HRO today, and I asked for another cord, and the cord they showed me was exactly the same one that you gave me, so I don't think it's a cord problem.
That's, well, I'll bring the other one over then.
Okay, yeah. I'll touch bases. Dave's out there also, by the way.
Hello, Dave. All right. Talk to you guys in a bit. I'm listening.
Okay, maybe you ran them off. I don't know. This is WA6QXA, Keith. I've been kind of talking up a storm, so I'm going to take a side.
Yeah, I'm still here, but somebody's using the repeater, so it's kind of like desensiting everything on 2 meters, so I'll be on the side, K06N.
Hear me? W6GLA.
I got you in there, Eric, K6EGG.
Well, I know you can hear me. Those guys were coming in pretty good. Was that Gabriel? K06N or something like that. He was booming in here from Cyprus, and then Keith was coming in pretty good. I couldn't hear Dave, that other station he was talking to, but yeah, they were sounding good.
Hey, Eric, this is Keith, WA6QXI. I hear you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I got a low noise level. We had a little bit of rain up here today, so it kind of cleared things up. But, yeah, if you're just talking on a hard watch, you're coming in good.
Okay, wow, rain. They didn't have any rain down here. It got kind of humid, though, and a little warm.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, we're supposed to get some more tonight and maybe tomorrow, too. So, and then throughout the week, we might get some more. So, yeah, I hope so.
All right, I'll turn it back over to Greg or whoever else wants to take it.
Yeah, Dave, if you're still listening, bummer you couldn't make it today. I was giving my daughter or saying goodnight to her, so just jumped in there and heard you right at the tail end there.
Is that you, Greg?
Yes, sir, it is.
Are you using an amplifier?
Yes, I am. I have it on tonight.
Hey, normally you're not even 1, you're like 9 now.
Wow, that's weird. I normally have it on at night.
It's the best I've ever heard you. How are you hearing me?
Actually, you know what? Funny you say that. You're about an S4, which normally you're my noise floor, so got some good conditions going on. Maybe that storm up the hill that Eric was talking about kind of helped us out with the humidity.
Yeah, I kind of repositioned some antennas and cleaned up the roof and realigned some cables, so maybe that helped. Maybe I undid a short I didn't know I had.
Yeah, that made a world of difference for me. You sound totally different, too, so I hear more of you, which is good.
Yeah, literally, you're 9 dB. You're normally literally at best 1.
Good. Well, now we can hear each other a little better. I normally fight the noise to hear you, and it sounds like it was reciprocal there, so good to hear.
Yeah, and sorry I missed breakfast. I was half invited. Somebody neglected to give me the specifics, so otherwise I would have been there.
Oh, that's a bummer, man. I tried to, I don't know if you watched the stream at all. I tried to mention it a couple times on there with the address and time and stuff, so I apologize if I wasn't clear.
No, not me. I had the time and general location, but I didn't know where to go exactly. But so I look forward to it.
Well, next time this was kind of thrown together last minute. Maybe next time we'll kind of plan it out a little further out and get some more people involved. I know I was going to text Andy, AG6BE, as well. I don't know what his work situation was, but he hasn't been on the radio lately, so I figured he probably was going to be busy, but I didn't really send out too many messages out to people.
If anybody's interested, might be picking up a 40-foot tower crank up with a 3-element beam tomorrow. Cost is $0. If I don't keep it, I'll let anybody that wants to be interested in know.
You mean you're getting it for free or something?
Yeah, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know the conditions. The guy had purchased it or bought it or was given it. He never raised it, so he just wants it gone. I'm going to go check it out, and if it's worth taking, I'll take it, or still worth taking, and I don't want to take it, I'll let anybody that wants to know.
Copy that. Is it nearby?
Yeah, down the road in Anaheim.
Speaking of Anaheim, when I went on the 91, I don't normally go in that part of the 91 in between the 5 and 57. On the, let me see here, I was going eastbound, and on the south side of the freeway, that'd be the south? Yeah, that would be the south side of the freeway. I saw a big old thing of antennas off the side of the freeway. Do you guys know who that guy is?
Do you know which exit?
I could probably look it up here. I think it was right around Euclid, I think. Just past Euclid, so it would be east of Euclid.
I'm not familiar with the HRO.
And now you're fading away. I'm probably fading away to you, too.
It's just one S unit, you're not far.
Let me see if I can find it on Google Maps. I think it's like where the hospital exit is, and that would be either Raymond or Harbor. Are you still there, Dave?
Yeah, you hear me?
Now I do. You kind of faded.
Yeah, I'm still hearing you strong as ever. Are we normally on 240 or 250 usually?
Normally on 250, and we go to, I think 240 is the bosonet frequency.
All right, this is WA6QXA. I snuck out for a minute to get something out of the refrigerator, but I'm back. Cold cerveza. That and some, what do we got here? Some chips and salsa. All right, WA6QXA, clear.
And I just lost Dave. He faded away. And where are you going somewhere, Keith?
Just came back from the kitchen. I was out for a couple minutes.
By the way, I'm still full from breakfast.
I'm having like a little snack with some chips and salsa. That's the first thing I've had since, well, for me it was lunch. I had a burger.
The place is pretty good. I think I'm going to go back there on my own.
You know what? That burger was pretty good too. I was pretty surprised. It was good.
It's not as good as Flo's, though.
I was impressed with the burger, though. It tasted good.
And hello, everybody in the stream watching. We're just discussing. We went to Wings Cafe late this morning over in Fullerton at the Fullerton Airport. A bunch of us met up there. Denny, Keith, Don, and Fred, myself included. Had some great meals and some really good conversation there. So really enjoyed the company there. Anybody new to the stream, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Sorry for bugging everybody, trying to get to 200 before the end of the...
I made a few contacts this evening.
Get back to Keith there.
Where were you? Sorry about that. I was talking to the stream. Where did you make the contacts to?
Let me see what my sheet says. North Carolina was one. Ohio. Let's see. I can't read some of my own writing. I think there's Indy again. There's this thing going on in Indy where I checked in 2 days ago, and there's just some special event, and then I checked in the same one today, this evening also. So yeah, a lot of East Coast stuff.
Excellent. Now I want to get a radio just so I can at least listen.
I'm definitely trying to throw the pressure on.
The station was coming in pretty much all day today. It was even coming in tonight. So it was the Indianapolis Speedway. It was their net that was going on today.
Did you hear that?
Yes. I thought you were going to make a comment. You guys mixed at the beginning of that.
I didn't catch who it was. Go ahead. I didn't hear who it was.
That was me, W6GLA. He must not be hearing me too well.
Hey, Keith, are you hearing him at all?
No, I'm not hearing him that great. Who is it?
It's Eric, W6GLA up at Sugarloaf.
Hey, Eric, give me a second. Let me put the headphones in. I'll be able to hear you better. 1 second.
No problem. I was just telling Greg about the 20-meter net they had going out from Indianapolis Speedway.
Okay, sorry about that. Hey, Eric, try it again.
Yeah, can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, I had to put the headphones in, though. But, yeah, I hear you just fine.
Okay, yeah, we must be, the conditions must be changing or something, because I'm here having a hard time hearing you as well.
Here, give me a second. I'll try to give a little help.
Okay, great. I noticed on your I'm looking at your stream right now that you've got your AGC on fast. And have you tried putting it on medium?
All right, I think that's Sean out there. Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me now, Eric? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better.
All right, Eric. I think Sean's out there too from Long Beach. Hey, Long Beach, why don't you see if you can get Eric up in Sugarloaf?
Going on, Keith? Yeah, I can barely hear him, like not audible, like he's not even moving my S meter at all. It's really, really low.
Yeah, Eric, yeah, the conditions are a little tough, I guess, but with my headphones I can hear you just fine, and I turned my linear on, so maybe you can hear me a little better.
Yeah, I can't hear Sean. I can tell somebody's in there, but I can't pull him out.
Yeah, it's Sean over in Lakewood. He says he can't hear you very well either, so it's one of those days, I guess. Greg, you can hear Eric just fine, right?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I was just going to respond to his AGC, the automatic gain control. The reason why I have it on fast is I prefer it fast for the sound quality of talking and for the processing I have going through for the stream. When I put it on slow, it's or medium, I can hear the noise kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like almost sound like a vacuum sound. So I trying to make the stream sound as clear as possible. When it's on fast, it basically releases the noise faster, so it's mixing a little better with with your guys' voices, so to speak. So that's the reason why I have it fast.
Yeah, okay, because I was messing around with it a little bit today when just a little while ago when I was talking to Keith, and I put it on. I could hear him better when it's on medium than it was when it was on fast. So it's just kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just because of my location, but it just seemed to me like I was hearing him better.
Yeah, I've experimented around a little bit, but for the purposes of me streaming, I keep it on fast, just mainly just for the reasons I gave before. And I didn't notice, at least in my neck of the woods, any difference in being able to hear, other than the fact that more noise was mixed in at a slower pace, I guess you can say, is basically what that automatic gain control is doing. For me at work, I normally do a fast release. Basically, that AGC is a little mini compressor for the receive. That's kind of why it's there, I believe. So for me, I prefer the faster, so you don't hear it gating and squeezing and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. I was just curious because it did make a difference for me. And then also when I'm on 2 meter FM, I use filter 2. It seems to bring in the signals, and it sounds a lot better on filter 2 than filter 1. I don't know if you've experienced that or not.
No, actually I haven't, and I mainly talk on sideband, so I'll give the filter 2 a try next, probably maybe tomorrow afternoon I'll be on and see how that does. I think I remember briefly messing with it, but I don't remember how. I just keep it on filter 1 mainly because of sideband, because it seems to be the most clearest, and it brings in the most frequency and makes your voice more natural to me.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, I notice I'm looking at your VFO and you're right on 144,250. And in order for me to get you in where I think that you're supposed to sound natural, I've got you at 0.22. So it's 144.25.22, and that's just bizarre. I just don't understand that.
Yeah, and I don't get that. And on your other radio, I had to slide up 15 KCs to get you, I think it's KCs, right? To get you dialed in to make you sound right, and then everybody else sounded off. So I don't get it. It may have something to do with the altitude. I know Curtis was mentioning it yesterday, and he's got to be, I think, 25.15. So I don't know if the mountains and the dirt have something to do with it, but Keith sounds good to me, right on target if he's on 250.
Yeah, that's weird. Now, like with Keith, since he's even farther away, I mean, I can tune him down. I mean, I can be on 250, and I can be on, 0.22, and he sounds the same. So, there's got to be something that's going on that we don't know about. But I'm hoping, once I get that beam up in the air, that might change things. So it's just weird. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, when I go to the 7300 and I'm on HF, I mean, everybody's right on frequency. I'm not, I don't have to dial them in or nothing. So it's just bizarre.
Do you have a timeline when you get that beam up in the air?
I'm still contemplating which one I want to do. So I'm looking at the MC squared, and I'm also looking at a Cushcraft, but they're relatively the same gain-wise and all that. So I'm looking at my garage, and I noticed that the neighbors have an oak tree that's starting to grow over into my yard, and that might be a little bit of a problem getting a real long, beam up there. So I might have to do some tree trimming. So yeah, no time frame. I'm trying to get it up before the winter.
That would be great. With that beam up on top of the hill, man, that would be pretty awesome. You might be able to shoot into Vegas.
Yeah, copy that. Well, I've talked to a couple people up there. There was a guy in, where was he? Mount Charleston that I was talking to on Simplex. And then I've also talked to a couple people in Sandy Valley, Nevada, which is, I think it's outside of Primm. And I talked to two of those guys on Simplex, but I haven't heard them lately. So I don't know what's going on. But that should make a world of difference.
No, yeah, absolutely. I'll pass along to Keith or somebody. I think I heard Sean in there also. This is great. K6EGG.
Hey, Sean, you still out there?
K6EGG. Yep, still here. Just listening.
Hey, what's new with you, Sean?
Oh, I got back from vacation last night and just kind of processing, getting everything unpacked and unwinding a little bit. How you guys doing?
Yeah, good. Where'd you go?
We went down to Hualpuco, Oaxaca for a week and a half or so. I think it was like a week and 3 days or something like that. But yeah, we just got back the other night.
I'm not sure where that's at.
It is southern Mexico on the Pacific side, and I'm basically a giant mosquito bite right now. That's all I am.
That's too Yikes. Well, since I talked to you last, I got like HF antenna, and I've been playing around a little bit, mainly on 20 meters.
Yeah, I heard you say some contacts on 20. What kind of antenna did you go with?
I got an off-center fed antenna that I'm using. It's a 6 to 40 meter off-center fed.
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, how you liking HF again? I know you used to do it back in the day, but now you're back. What do you think?
Oh, I'm having a blast. I got it hooked up on Saturday and started making some contact. And that was the first HF contact I've made since 1978. So it was pretty cool.
I'd still struggling with HF. Like, it's hit or miss. Like, sometimes I get some pretty good contact, but most of the time it just sounds like the bands are just quiet. I mostly hang out in 20, but I just, I hear people sometimes, but I don't really make that many contacts as much as I would like.
Maybe I've been lucky. I don't know. A lot of the contacts I'm doing I'm hitting up nets. There's like a million nets going on all the time. So I'll hit them up as a guest, and they always take you in, like, happy to have you, that kind of a thing,
Yeah, I joined, there's an early bird 40-meter net that I mess around with sometimes since I'm up early with the kids. And then I usually bounce around 20. And then late night around, I'd say like 11-ish, you can start hearing Australia and New Zealand coming in pretty good on 20.
Yeah, I think it was it yesterday or this morning? I think it was this morning. I actually talked to Tokyo, Japan.
It's crazy how the band cycles like that, because months ago, Japan was coming in at around like 11 p.m., and then that's all I ever heard, and that was actually the first like long-distance contact I had with Japan. And then now Japan's in the morning, and now Australia and New Zealand, and pretty much the South Pacific comes in for me at around 11:30. But it's pretty exciting when it comes in. I get really happy when I make a long-distance contact.
Yesterday I made a contact with Alberta, Canada, which that's the first time that I've talked to somebody out of the country since I've been back on. And then today, this morning, talking to Japan. So those are the two contacts out of the country, but most of the contacts are actually East Coast.
Did you build the antenna, or did you buy it?
It's a polymer, antenna.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I didn't know that. I thought they just made like components, like usually Palomar. I think about like Valens and stuff like that.
Yep, they do have some antennas. They're pretty heavy duty. They use like thick wire. Like I think this wire on here is probably maybe 14 gauge, and they got these beefy valves and stuff, and enclosure and everything. It's pretty, it chokes and stuff, so it's pretty heavy duty for what it is.
Which one did you go with? I'm looking at their website right now. You said it was an end-fed, or was it off-center?
Yes, the off-center fed 6240. We make a 6282, but the one that I got is the 6240.
All right, there it is right there. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. How do you have it strung up?
So the box, I have it just hanging right below my 2-meter antenna, about 20, close to 30 feet in the air. Then I got the longest leg going, what would that be, eastbound, and the smaller leg, which is about 12 feet, going westbound. And those two legs are going maybe 120 degree, 130 degree angle roughly.
It looks pretty cool, actually. I think I might want to try something like that, because this all-band vertical I have, I think that is a very big limiting factor to my HF enjoyment. Like, I'm kind of thinking about going with one of those G5 RVs, or one of the small ones, just to see what the difference is.
I think Denny has that antenna.
I hear great things about them. They seem to be pretty functional, but yeah, I think anything's better than what I have right now, but I don't know. Again, I just don't know if the bands are just not behaving. Like, listening on people today talking on 20, it was just people saying that the band's been up and down all day.
Yeah, I've had some pretty good success on 20. It's not tuning for 40 right now, so I got to work on it, but I have it, one of the long legs bent, and I think that's my problem. I was talking to Alex about it, so I need to figure how I can hang that and keep that leg straight and see if that resolves the problem.
You should probably just buy a new radio.
Well, it's funny you say that, because I'm not hearing a lot of people on 991 Alphas doing HF, but it's working for me.
Yeah, it seems like 7300 is the king. I'd really like to get one of those, but I can't really justify doing that yet.
Yeah, well, at least you got an HF radio, in the 7100. But you're right, I'm finding a lot of people have 7300.
Actually miss being on the radio so much, being down there. I was like just looking around and seeing there's some antennas around the town there, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to get back on the radio.
So your antenna, is it a homebrew or is it something that you bought?
No, it's Comet makes it. It's called the CHA-250.
I don't know if you're listening to the stream, Eric, but if you notice after they get done talking, you just hear this. It also, Keith sounded weaker and Sean sounded louder, so I don't know, it's weird. I just prefer to go with the fast at this point, but I figured give it another try. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if you're listening.
About 20 is like a vertical, 28 feet tall, roughly.
Yeah, and it's got the, I think it's like loading coil or something on the bottom of it, but yeah, it looks like a paint can with a 27-foot stick sticking out of the top of it.
Yeah, and it doesn't require a bunch of radials.
Yeah, no radials. And there's a big argument going on. Like, people say you can add radials to it, but then people are saying that no, radials actually hurt the performance. So it's kind of back and forth on what people are saying about it. So you can't really, I guess you just got to use it and find out for yourself.
Yeah, well, so far with this, what I got, I'm pretty stoked because I'm talking to a lot of people, and I'm just barefoot 100 watts, you know, because you're competing with people with beams and 600, 800 watts or whatever linear. So, you know, I'm doing what I can and having fun with it.
Yeah, my wife just gave me the okay to get a 40-foot beam on it. Never mind.
Oh, that lasted
That's a good
long.
life.
That didn't last very long.
Ah, come on now.
Hold on a second. I got to step away for a second with this.
Oh, got a baby there.
All right. WA6-2XA. I'll be on the side.
Eric, W6GLA, you still on? Or W6GLA? Man, I'm so bad with calls. Did I get that right? Yeah, I did. W6GLA, you still on? Eric, you still on? K6EGG here. Bummer. I was going to mention to him, Keith, if you're listening, that I was messing with the automatic gain control, and I turned it to medium, and it made you softer and made Sean louder.
That's interesting. That's where I keep mine. It works best for me is on medium.
Interesting.
But I know you and I've talked about it, and I've listened to your conversation with Eric that having on fast, it works really good with your equipment for the streaming and all that, so that makes sense.
But putting that NR filter on made a world of difference for my ears, wearing this headphones for, you know, whatever, 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, I got mine on, so I can hear it, but I'm pulling them off right now.
Okay, I'm back. K6EGG.
You didn't get strangled?
No, I was holding the baby when I made the joke, and then she screamed lies from kind of behind me, just knowing that she would do that, and then it scared the hell out of me. So we had to go calm things down. So kind of a joke turned out of it just made a crying baby is what happened. So I'm back now, and I'm not murdered.
Did you hear the conversation with Greg saying that on the 9700, the AGC, he put it on. He mainly keeps it on fast, but he put it on medium, and it made you louder. It made me softer. Strange, huh?
That is very strange. I wonder why that is. I run. What am I running right now? I run it on slow for sideband.
Yeah, go ahead, Greg.
I got nothing.
No explanation, huh?
It might be kind of user preference. I understand why he would say have it on medium seems to be better because it's quieter. You don't hear the noise as much. But for me, after I have the radio, I have a compressor which brings up the noise, so it kind of sucks it up. It sounds weird. For me being an audio guy, it annoys me, and I know it's doing it when it doesn't really need to do it. So the fast automatic gain control for me sounds the best for what I'm doing it for. But if I was just listening out of a speaker, I definitely might be doing medium, that's for sure, because that seemed to be a little softer and a little easier on my ears.
Yeah, that's what I do, the speaker most of the time. But what's the explanation why Sean's louder than me when you put it on medium?
I don't know. That's kind of weird. I have no idea. Can't answer that, pal.
Maybe he just got a louder station.
Any reason you run filter 1? You ever run filter 2?
Filter 2, at least on sideband, does not sound as natural.
Yeah, I'm switching around right now. Maybe it's just, I guess it's a different radio. So filter 1, I got definitely more hollowy. Kind of sound like an old War of the Worlds radio guy.
I run mine on filter 2 also. Hey, Denny.
Hey, good evening. I think I heard Greg.
Greg's out there, Sean Lakewood, and myself. Go ahead.
Oh, hello, Greg. I don't know if you can hear me. I can hear it pretty clearly with no signal strength, and then if I turn on the preamp, everything's stronger.
Yeah, I got you in there, Denny. First off, it was great meeting you this morning, or this afternoon, or whatever it was. And yeah, I did the same thing. I brought in the preamp, and it brought you in a little better. Seemed a little stronger than you did last night. Obviously not as strong as Keith and Sean, but I can definitely hear you now. And I'm still full from it.
Well, I can't believe what Fred order is pouring you is a plate with whiskey.
Yeah, he did crush 2 plates of food this morning.
That was amazing. I have never, I was going to say I've never seen it before at that speed.
I didn't even see the first plate go. I thought he mentioned something he was going to bring home some from his wife or something, but I guess that wasn't the case. Sean and Keith, what's the signal strength on Denny down to you guys? Obviously, he's closer to the hill, so he may not be pushing over, but I'm just interested to see how he's coming in for you guys.
Hey, come back again, I'll look.
This is K6EGG, Denny Fullerton.
For me, without the preamp on, you're hitting me with an S3. How about you, Sean? Did you get a copy?
Moving the meter on my 7100, but that being said, I can still completely understand what he's saying, so it's kind of a moot point, I guess. But yeah, I could hear him just quiet.
Roger. This is Denny. Hello, Sean. I don't think we ever have ever met. My antenna is pointed east, going away from speed, and it's really short.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean. He's in Lakewood.
Pretty much below the noise. Like I heard my name, but I didn't hear what the question was. Sorry.
He was asking where are you located?
Beautiful Lakewood, California.
I guess Tony was listening to the stream tonight.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. That's pretty cool. I wonder if he's going to try 40 meters again. I've got to go to sleep here pretty soon. I got a pretty early
right, Danny, great seeing you again today. And, yeah, be safe out there. 73 WA6QXA on the side.
Denny, where are you going to tomorrow?
We just end up at DFW, but we fly through Chicago first.
I'm sorry.
Chicago is fun always, and the Dallas overnight is short at the airport, so I like that actually a lot. I prefer we have to wait for the van, we just walk to the hotel. It's plenty of choices at the airport at a reasonable price.
I was looking on the radar today. It looked like it won't be a factor tomorrow, it doesn't seem like, but a lot of thunderstorms through Chicago just a couple hours ago.
Right, that's right. They have heavy thunderstorms, that's right, blowing through. I saw that on the radar. I think tomorrow's forecast is a bit better, probably more scattered, if anything.
Did I hear somebody buying breakfast?
Oh, we were just talking about how you crushed those 2 plates of food this morning. We didn't even notice it till it was gone.
That was good. I could have had 2 more. I work up an appetite talking to you guys.
That was some good stuff. I literally looked down. I'm like, what happened to the second plate he had?
You said I was going to take it home. I said, yeah, I am in my stomach.
That's good stuff, Fred. It was really nice meeting all you guys today. I wish more could have showed up and joined us, but hopefully we can get more of a group next time if it all works out. That was pretty good turnout for a 2 day kind of a plan. So sometimes it works out better that way. But hopefully next time get a couple more guys out.
So what we need to do is like maybe around fall when it cools down a little bit and do the thing at the park and see how many people show up and hopefully we'll get like 20, 30 people or whatever.
That would be cool. Although 20 or 30 people really don't talk on this frequency on a normal basis, but that would be really cool.
Well, we publicize it. We'll get whoever we can.
Hey, Greg.
Go ahead, sir.
I used to go to this one place a long time ago, K6West, and I was out delivering my silica sand for a foundry. But every time I used to come in there at lunchtime, the big boss and son, a whole bunch of people, they used to have something to bet on every day. They always used to bet who could eat a bigger hamburger and this and that. And one day I came in there, they had a contest drinking milk. They said, you want to get in the contest? I said, yeah, give me it for $50. And so they said, well, I couldn't drink a half a gallon of milk in 1 hour or half hour. They gave me, it says, hey, I'll go on that. It says, hey, how about if I go for a gallon? And everybody goes, nah, wait, so the best one way up, $200-300. So I went over there and grabbed that bottle of milk, and they said, well, you get 30 minutes. I said, okay. So we looked at the clock, and the clock started up, and I quick grabbed the thing real fast, and I drank a couple things, and I just set it down. And I let the clock go. And they were watching the clock, and they're laughing, and the bets keep going up. They said, you can make it. I said, well, put more money in there, put more money in there. And then all of a sudden, right now, 5 minutes before I took that thing up, and I swallowed and drank it all the way down. I said, pay me.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure back in the day you could probably even do a hot dog eating contest or something like those guys on 4th of July, too, at the rate that you were going, man. I used to be able to do the same thing as far as eating a couple plates of food, but I just can't do it anymore. My body can't handle it. But I used to love doing it. But I do eat fast still.
Well, I took my time today because I was busy talking. Did you notice that? Anyway, I still drink milk. I drink 5 gallons a week still to this very day.
It was like Hoover vacuum cleaner, I thought.
Hoover, yeah!
I do it with Jack.
You do it with Jack, yeah? Anyway, Keith, special thanks to Keith for picking up my antenna today. Thank you very much. And I was looking at that load. That's the difference of load between the two antennas that take the extra power. That load right there. So I got to show that to Ward. That's what to take that load. He's making the antenna. He can buy that load and make up his own antenna.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Remember he's trying to build it, couldn't quite get it. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe we should buy that thing to load it and, do it from there.
Fred.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the I think it's the KHB-250A?
Start all over again. What are we talking about?
An antenna, the KHB-250A.
The 250A, what's that one?
It's an all-band vertical, no ground required.
Oh, is this for base or mobile?
It's the base station.
Oh, I'm not familiar with it. Who makes that? Diamond?
No, I think. Let me look it up on the internet.
KN6GSC. Yeah, I have it. It's a Comet THA 250B.
There you go. Thank you. Is that Ward?
This is Sean over here in Lakewood.
How much power does that antenna take?
200 watts.
I got a mobile antenna today. Just got it today. Takes 300 watts.
But you transmit with it?
Did I already?
No, the Lakewood gentleman.
Oh yeah, I've had it up on my roof for about a year now.
How well does it work for you?
Given the band conditions, which I think are kind of crappy right now, it works pretty well when I guess when the conditions are really favorable. Like if you can hear somebody, you can talk to that person. It's not really great for receiving, but as far as transmitting, the furthest I've hit so far is hit Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand, no problem, Japan. If I do digital modes on the FT8, I can get anywhere pretty much in the world on that. I've got Africa and everything, but it's a great antenna when the conditions are great.
And how high do you have it?
Comet recommends that you get it at least 25 feet up off the ground, and I have it about 25 to 30 feet on my roof.
Okay, I've had it up and down a couple times. I just put it back up yesterday. I'm thinking of putting some grounding.
Hey, Chief, go to 270.
Aluminum circle disc around the bottom of it. How far below the antenna could you go?
That I'm not too sure. If you check.
Yeah, I was thinking about a metal, like a car roof type, not a car roof, but putting it a cylindrical disc below it. I just don't know if I put it right below the antenna or on the roof below where the mast is.
Rick? Hey, Keith, can you go to 270?
270.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, you guys. K6 West.
Oh.
Yeah, as far as the...
Yeah, you make it keep K6 West.
Yep, WA6QXA.
Did you try that matcher in line yet?
Yeah, that thing did not work at all. It made things worse instead of better.
Well, the match went higher?
Yep, I tried every little setting, and each setting got worse and worse and worse and worse, so it didn't work at all for me.
Well, it's working. You just need more. It's just going the other way, because mine, it went less and less. But see, when it went more and more, it's working. It's just working in the wrong direction for you.
So what do I need to do? Hook it up backwards?
No. You need probably one for 11, or you gotta change your coax cable link or something else. Go ahead.
That's that little switch A, B, C, D, E, F, C, and
Anyway, well, you see it went hard. It's working. It's just working in the wrong direction for you. So, I don't know if you got to go longer coax cable. Hey, Alex, are you still there? Hold on. Alex, you always said to HF you need a 100-foot antenna. Maybe that's his problem because he's not running a 100-foot antenna, coax cable. What's it for 40 meters? I know that. So 80 meters is roughly, what, 66 feet?
Yeah, something like that. But the coax, it has to be electrical link. Electrical link and physical link would be just the same.
Right.
What does that mean?
Well, you got to read your antenna book. You have to, the electrical link, if you take 85, if you take the wavelength of 80 meters, you calculate it, 2, 3, 4, divide it by the frequency you're going to operate, then it's times 66% of the velocity factor, and you'll get the electrical link.
Okay, well, according to instructions, they say to run a minimum 50 feet. I threw in an extra 20 feet because I have like an adapter where I was able to splice in, which gave me 70 feet. It didn't help out one bit.
What instructions for what? The antenna tuner? What are you talking about?
The instructions for the antenna itself.
Well, yeah, that's only for 40 meters. So if you had extra feet to do it, you're going past the length of the electrical link.
Yeah, well, I just thought I would try it as you.
Somebody's big.
I have exactly 50 feet of LMR 400, so I threw an extra. I had 20 feet of some other stuff, 240. So I threw that in there with a splicer, adapter, giving me 70 feet just to see if it helped. It didn't help a bit.
Is that Rob? That looked like his signal.
Yeah, but instructions say, what they say is a minimum of 50 feet coax. That's what it said.
Yeah, that's the minimum electrical link. And your tuners can work better, but you got to have your antenna up per the instructions for all of that to work.
Right. Yeah, and Fred, he and I already spoke about that. I really got to get that other leg, I got to get that bend out of it and see if that resolves the problem and get it out of the mask that it's touching.
Okay, one other thing to remember. The longer the coax, the more loss.
Yeah, I understand that. And, I am using LMR 400 for HF, which is helping a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So it seems to me he says 50 feet minimum. 50 feet is actually perfect because it's minimum, but at the same time, you're going to have the least amount of loss.
That's why you should go with whatever the instructions say.
Well, it's confusing because it says 50 feet minimum, which makes me think actually if you go with 70 or 80 or 90 feet, it's actually better, but I have 50 feet already, so that's what I'm using.
Yeah, but those are on the optimal conditions where the antenna is way up high and all of that.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I've almost got everything like it's instructed except for that bend and, getting going through that mass thing. So I'm going to fix those two.
It's around in the wind like crazy.
Okay,
what do you mean, suit myself? I'm just trying to fix it and take your advice to do so.
okay, well, I thought you were happy with it the way it was.
Well, I'd love to have 40 meters working right now, but 20 meters is working great, but no, it's not working. 40 meters isn't working. I'm not getting all my money's worth,
Right about 80 meters is popping now, so now till 3 or 4 or 6 in the morning when the sun comes up, 80 meters, 75 meters.
How all the way to 8:30, 9 o'clock.
What?
And they're working all the way to 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's true, but right now it's popping.
I know it's popping. That's what I'm trying to tell Keith.
See, if I had 80 meters, I would never be talking to you guys anymore. I'm down here.
That's good. Then me and you will talk, and Alex won't be there because he ain't set up yet.
But he's trying to keep me from insulting you.
Yeah, he actually hooked up an antenna for his stepdad. He's good to go.
See, I thought I heard somebody else in there. It's someone with a big signal. So if you're watching a stream, jump and say hi in the chat. Love to hear where you're from.
He's got the heavy duty one, not the short version. He's got the long version.
And it works on 6
Right.
I hooked it up to the real long balance. They just hooked it up to the coax line. I put a balance in there, even better.
My 6 meters is my best frequency as far as SWR. I'm like about a 1.5 to 1, 1.6 to 1.
Okay, well, that's good.
Don and I actually went on 6 meters today just to see if we could talk to each other, and yeah, it worked. All right. I've talked on it a few times with Fred. Nope, I missed the net. Oh wait, no, I did work the net. You're right, I did work the net. I didn't hang the whole time. I checked in. I don't think there were that many people, maybe 12. What do you think, Fred? You worked it right?
Yeah, something like that. But you heard everybody at least. You know, that's better than Dave can do.
Yeah, he was in the net controller was like having his beam, I think, pointing south or east or something like that. And he was in Anaheim, so I felt good that we could at least talk.
No, okay. Now when you get on there, that net controller, what did he say when I came on frequency?
He said you were very soft and scratchy.
Come on.
No, he said you were loud. He said you were loud.
I was very loud.
Yep, that's what he said. But Anaheim to you, it's not that far of a distance either.
I know, but I was loud. You got Dave close to you. You can't even hear him.
You know what he told me?
What?
I'm not loud enough. I'm only running 1 watt.
Right. Hey, Keith, you got Dave by you. You can't even hear him.
Well, he's got problems with his antenna.
Yeah, I told him that, but Dave don't want to listen.
Well, it's a tricky band. You know, I learned a lot from you two just explaining it, because I would have never known all the intricacies about it without getting to talk to you guys. So it's a tricky band.
Yeah, you probably would have, with me out talking, you probably would have about 50 feet or 100 feet of cable out there, so I want to save money, get all you 58, 59, yeah!
I would have definitely gotten 50 feet, try to put it as high as I could.
I know. And then you're going out and say, hey, there's nobody on frequency.
It's pretty good. When I showed you that picture, I had it up almost 20 feet off with 25 feet coax, so that was pretty good, huh?
Man, I told you, don't worry about it. Just use what you got. That's why I gave you 25 feet. I didn't want you to go up high. Only that length, and that's it.
Well, back in the day, back in the 80s, Big Squared wasn't even in business. And we had to make our own loop Yagis from Quaggy in 1296. And we get up on top of Blue Ridge up there near Mount, what's that, Mount Baldy. And I'm telling you, you wouldn't believe just with a loop like Yagi and 10 watts that you can do on that sideband up there. It's like talking to us, only further. Skip and everything else, over.
Yep. Well, I got to see your antenna, the one that you made for Fred. That thing was pretty sweet. Like, what is it, 26 elements or something like that?
24.
Yeah, I think it was sweet.
You saw the one that was here, didn't you?
I don't remember that, but Fred showed me the one that you made hit for him when I was there last time.
Well, this one over here that I got, I made for my friend Alex. And he passed away, and he gave me all the much out on the end, it would fall over and crash things down. But I was making moon bounce antennas at the time for 1296, and it was a center mount. It's not a butt mount, but we can make a butt for. It's possible to make a butt for your antenna.
Yeah, you need to go back in business and start making them again.
I was never in business, so I'm not doing that. People complain and whine and cry, and they ask me how much the antenna cost me to make, and I say, well, you go buy the material, it's $150. And they say, okay, well, I'm not paying any more than $150. What about my labor? They don't want to pay for it.
That's asinine, especially when you think about the price of M-squared antennas these days.
But they're $350 or so for clear. What I think is 24, well, I think it's 22.
And I bet you they know better than what you can make.
How about the thing? He goes the antenna ranges and has stuff set up. He can tweak in the elements. I use a computer program, and it had mine tested at one of the regional societies. It came back to like a 16.9 dB gain. So there's a dB difference between his antenna and mine. And I paid about less than $20 to make mine, and of course, if you buy one from him, you're paying $250.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Money, yeah, a dB is not much difference as far as if you can lose a dB by putting it.
My life getting there.
Or just going to come over and pop out some elements.
Just flipping between the two frequencies, we got a little subnet going on 144.270. Keith WA6QXA just get back into HF there. So he's talking to Alex N6JJI about an antenna. I believe he lent him. It's like Fred's in there talking as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it shows you all the charts and the SWR and blah, blah, blah. I got the paper here. I would have gave it to you today.
That's good stuff.
I'll get it from you another time. No worries.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been a long day. Got up early for me at 7 a.m.
6.5. That one? Oh, God. I forget now. I have to go look again. It's not as much as yours, I'll guarantee you that.
So how many elements?
What is that, 12, 13 elements there, Keith?
I want to say it was 16.
Is that a 16?
I believe so.
It's a 14 or 16. It's one of those two numbers.
Made by Comet. I don't know what a butt mount is.
Yeah, it's a butt mount.
It mounts on the end of the antenna. So
yeah, it's a butt mount.
Yeah, it's a butt mount.
If you use a center mount, you got to use
a butt mount.
But a butt mount, you can use a metal pole.
All right. Well, I'm using a fiberglass anyway, and I put it up on my tripod speaker stand.
You get a little radio shack rotor yet?
Nah, I don't have nothing. It's a portable operation, so I just go outside and turn it myself. I just point it towards Fred. He's the only one I talk to.
You get it up higher and you get your LMR 600 on it, you can be a big shot on the net.
Hear that? 600.
I'll be the net controller.
And remember, don't go too long.
Well, either that or get some stuff. Do you ever see the hard line I have over here, Keith? The big giant stuff?
Yeah, I've seen that stuff, yeah.
I showed it to you next to the kid.
That's what you really need.
You said you got that back in the 80s or something or other?
Oh, that stuff's expensive. I have 7/8 hardline.
I think I got 2.5 or 3, almost, yeah, 2.5 of them. A little Alex got it off the radar side or something.
Today now is what, $15, $20 a foot?
Something like that.
A foot, did you hear that, Keith?
Yeah, that's nuts.
And you know the connection's probably $500 per end.
too.
Well, there you go.
I'm serious. I'm serious, man, Alex.
Yeah.
Actually, it's pretty good. So now you got $1,000 there plus the coax cable. So you probably have about 2,500 there for 25 feet.
Well, see, M6KGI. Back in the day when Alex had his dish up, it was I forget, a 28-foot dish or something like that. But he couldn't only move it so many ways in so many directions, and he had made a feed on for it. So he was doing EME, and he could move it to north, and he could move it to east. And he could move it to east and up to about straight up, and he couldn't go any further because of where the thing was mounted on.
But that thing worked good.
Oh yeah, he had tape recordings. I used to have them around here someplace. I don't know what happened, but tape recordings of them working EME on that dish.
Anyway, so you want to get really serious about 1.2 there, Keith. Get yourself some LMR 600 or LMR 900. Don't go over 30 feet, and then get another antenna, stack them with a power divider. You'll be sailing.
Yeah, I don't think I want to get that serious.
Well, why not? Don't you want to be the big guy on the block?
I'm focusing on HF right now.
Well, you ain't going to be the big boy on HF, I'll guarantee that.
Well, but I have fun.
Well, you'll have fun, but you won't be the... Let me tell you something. Getting on 75 meters, you can do that easy, 100 watts. You can get on 10, you get on 17 meters and 12 meters. But when you get on 20 meters, you're going to fight the big boys.
You should see all the logging I have. I've probably made 35 contacts since Saturday.
Yeah, the band's calm. I'm talking about when the DX contest opens up, it'll be so crowded, they won't even know you're even there.
That's where I take a break. I don't want to do that.
Ask Alex, right, Alex? When that contest going, man, you get collaborated.
Now you should see these guys that have these 4 stacked beams spaced together, and they're feeding it with hard lines. I don't know, 3 inch Andrews hard lines in between, and there's 4 20-meter beams up there, and they're long suckers. They turn the whole tower, and they're running a kilowatt. And man, I'm telling you, they'll slam you.
Yeah, I'm not into contesting anyway, so they can have that, and I'll do something different. I'll keep the radio off or something.
So that's the advantage of having an extra license, so you can move in the band away from those boys.
Someday, working on it.
Because that's the only place you're going to be able to talk when that's going on. But if you go down to 17 meters, 100 watts, you can bang all the way around there, and there's no big boys down there.
No, against the rules of contest on those new bands. Yeah.
Did you hear my question up with the ground plane and 40?
On the new antenna, is that a new antenna you bought?
No, it's not new, but I just put it back up. It's the K6EGG 250D in all band vertical HF.
Yeah, it's not much gain at all. Yeah, all ground planes help from underneath the bottom. Bigger is better, just ask any woman. And they're usually talking about diamonds and houses.
Yeah, but I mean, where do you put the ground plane? Should I put it 20 feet below the base antenna on the map?
No, you can put it right up underneath the antenna, your guy wires. Right up underneath the antenna, the guy wires grounded to the mast.
So I'm thinking of a plate, like at the top of a tall ground plane for lightning.
Well, I wouldn't do that, because then you get aerodynamic load. I think put your radios up underneath here, real long, up underneath the antenna, right at the mast. What are you mounting it on?
The antenna's mounted on a 45-foot cushion.
I did just ground all the radios, and ground the mast, push down, put it on top, but use the radios. The radios as your ground plane. And I wouldn't put
the same radio frequency.
Exactly, it'll do the same thing. But if you were going to ground mount something, you know, like these giant cables you can get, the patio cables that are made out of metal or aluminum, and you just flip one of those over and cut the legs off, bury the structure, and that could be a ground plane under that big 42-footer right there, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. If I were to put big metal square cylindrical under the mast, 30 feet from the base of the actual antenna, would that work?
Oh, it's not 30 feet away. It's not going to do anything good. You're not going to see any appreciable difference. On a ground-mounted antenna, like that 43-footer, you can make a counterpoise, that would work. So.
Yeah, I gotcha. When the antenna is mounted to the ground, no mast. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, no mast, and you have no radio. You need a counterpoise, that would work. And then put as many grounds around that round circle as you can, many ground rods, and you got yourself a counterpoise.
So on the CHA 250, if I were to string just 10, 12, 14 gauge wire from the base of the antenna down as many as I could get, that would, as far as I can get them, that'd help?
Yeah, see, senor, that's the way to do it.
Roger that. I'll have to be over at Fred's early in the morning, get some wire.
He's got a whole bunch of it in the garage. Where'd you go, Fred?
And that's supposed to be a radioless antenna, right?
Yeah, that's right, for tuning, because it passes when shuffles to the ground, but it'll work, let me tell you.
And the radios will actually make it better, right?
Yeah, our radios make it better, that's true.
What do I hook the radio to the base of the antenna?
Whatever it's grounded to, whatever you mount that antenna to is where you want to put the radios, like the mast.
I'm not sure what that means.
Well, you have a mast. Up at the top of the mast, you have radios, a radio ring, right?
I'm not sure. There might be, but it doesn't require it, so there may not be. But if I remember correctly, there was kind of a ring with drilled holes in it. Maybe that's what it might be.
Yeah, that's it. I use those. And those are supposed to be put in certain sections up and down that 40-foot mast. And you use those radios to make radios all the way down, and it helps the reflectivity at the lower bands of that antenna, higher bands too.
After that, I'll give it a shot. It works pretty good without it. Should make it a little better.
Does that have a motor in it? Yeah, there's some that have a little motor, an electric thing to tune them. But is that just a loaded coil, and you use your automatic tuner to go ahead and tune it? Or?
It does have a loaded coil, but there's no tuner required. You can use the tuner to get it even better, but it's pretty flat on all bands.
Well, some people put screwdrivers up. You know what a screwdriver antenna?
Yeah, I have one on my truck.
Well, you can put that up, put a ground plane under it, and it works like a tuner.
Yeah, I thought about mounting my ATAS, my Yasu ATAS A120.
I've got one here that I got from my friend that he gave it to me. Never been used. I've got the mount downstairs. I don't know if I ever want to put that in the truck. I might put it in the thing, but I don't know if I ain't going to use it.
Well, if not, let me know. I'll take it. Going tomorrow to look at a 40-foot crank up in a 3-element beam. I want to give you.
Well, Ted was good to find it. I used to go with him years ago, and we went to Hermosa Beach and got a few 3 or 4 towers that people just give away and play in the backyard.
And?
Ted, HRO Ted, KB60US. KB60US, Wife still works at the jail, I think.
on the top of a car.
Yeah, on the luggage rack. She had a little minivan, and we put that big long thing out and put red flags on it and went down the road. About 10 o'clock at night. We didn't get a ticket or nothing.
I picked up a 40-foot crank-up tower pump bed and stuck 10 feet out the back of the bed.
Did you get to put a red flag on it?
Oh, yeah, we put a red flag on it. So we went real slow, too.
Yeah, well, you got to put it. I still got one. I think I have one. I got from Home Depot with a great big orange red flag for carrying lumber. It was a heavy duty one, huh?
And I got a free, I think, 60-foot motorized U.S. tower still in its crate. The guy that got it had on the back of a jet ski trailer. Got it from San Bernardino to my house.
Have that there.
All right, for those of you watching on the stream, I'm going to leave the stream going for a little bit here while these guys chat. I'm going to call it a night. Wish I could jump in there and say goodnight to the guys, but I didn't want to ruin the conversation. Or, cause some other people to jam out the bed. So, anyways, I'm calling it a night. Stream will continue probably for another half hour or so. Before I get into bed, I'll probably shut it off and call it a night then. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was also, once again, great meeting Denny, Don, and Fred today, and also seeing Keith again. So, with that being said, here's some radio here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Have a good evening, but keep tuning in for the radio broadcast here.
No, money can't buy you happiness. They say, I'm just kidding.
Where's Keith and Fred? Did you scare them off?
Yeah, he scared me off.
Where's Fred?
Fell asleep.
He's drinking some milk.
No, usually coffee. Yeah, he's got a ferocious appetite, I'll tell you. He ate 2 plates of breakfast today.
Work hard, eat hard.
Anyway, I'm going to slide out. I'm getting a little pooped. I'm going to go in the house and take a chill pill. Alrighty. Hey, so we'll line up, maybe do that exchange or talk about this tuner situation, okay?
Yeah.
Roger. WA6QXA, we're out for the night. See you later, Alex.
We'll come back now. You hear it?
Alex, I'm going to go try some new tests. I'll talk to you later on. 10:16.